Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Pradeep Kumar, and I'll be presenting Paceable to you today. So, my co-founder and I were studying at BITS Pilani, and while we were there, we started this company called Food Coach. The problem that we were facing back then was that no restaurant would deliver to our campus. So we basically built this online system that would aggregate orders from multiple students and present the restaurant with a bulk order. And now they would deliver to far-off campuses and even give discounts. At this startup, we basically used email for everything. We had certain contact page forms on our website that sent an email to contact@foodcoach.com. We had a bunch of other forms like bring Food Coach to your campus, suggest a restaurant. We also had job applications on our site that sent emails to jobs@foodcoach.com and many more. And as we grew, it became increasingly difficult to manage this increasing volume of inbound business email. So we tried CRMs, but that just made things worse because of all the overhead. We wanted something that was simple, something that was well integrated, and something that just got things done. So we took a deeper look at the problem, which is email by design is meant for a single user. And let that sink in for a bit. Email by design is meant for a single user. So the product that we are trying to build is basically an extension of email, but for teams. Introducing the solution, Paceable. Paceable helps teams collaborate over business email straight from within your inbox. When multiple team members are CC'd on that same email, they can share notes on that email. They can assign that thread to another team member and also view activities of other team members in real time. So let's see how this works. So this is my inbox, pradeep@paceable.com. Let's assume that a new email arrives at team@paceable.com. Now, when an email arrives at this address, it basically gets forwarded to all our team's email addresses. But Paceable also works in cases where any email is sent for 2 or more members who are CC'd or BCC'd on a single thread. And this is Sumit's inbox. Sumit's basically our rockstar developer at Paceable. And I open the email. It says, unable to log in. And there's this customer who is changed his password. He doesn't remember what it is anymore. And he's tried resetting the password at the forgot password page, but it showed a blank page. And he's like, please help. Sumit also opens the email, and I'm now going to show you side by side what we see. The first thing that we see is that we see each other viewing the thread. So I immediately can use this feature that we are calling thread chat to communicate. So I say, hey, this looks like a technical glitch. Can you please fix it? And he instantly receives that message. He complies, and he moves on to fix the bug, whereas I move on to read other email. Now, after fixing the bug, he comes back, but notice that I'm no longer viewing the thread. It doesn't matter. Sumit can now update the thread using thread chat, and since thread chat is asynchronous, as soon as he makes that update, I immediately get a notification. I click on that notification button, and I basically see his comment which says, it's fixed, the reset password link was broken. I also receive a link to that specific thread, so now I can take a decision to reply. Because that's what good companies do. We reply to all the emails that our customers send to us. Now, while I'm in the middle of crafting this beautiful email, let's assume that my co-founder Shwetanshu now opens the same email. He immediately sees a history of all the activities that have happened on this thread, and he also sees that I'm currently replying right now. So he leaves that thread and moves on to do other work, satisfied. So what just happened? There was an increase in productivity. There was an increase in collaboration. And our team is now getting things done without leaving our inbox. And that is powerful. So here's a roadmap for late January 2013. We basically want to make features that just make sense. And what I mean by that is, say you receive an email at jobs@yourcompany.com. We can immediately understand that that's a job application email and surface the right tools for the task at hand. So you could be scheduling an interview. You could reject a candidate in like 5 seconds. And say it's a support email, like support@yourcompany.com. Then we can show past conversations that you've had with that person So what it boils down to is we are trying to build a Salesforce.com, but within Gmail. Our revenue model is pretty straightforward. We charge businesses $3 per user per month. And here's the founding team. So that's Shwetanshu. He takes care of customers and business development. He's a fellow of the Startup Leadership Program. And that's me, Pradeep. I take care of the product. And I was part of Dream It Ventures 2009. Both of us founded Food Coach, which was incubated by Startup Chile. And this team has been tirelessly working up to this very moment in time to officially announce the launch of our public beta today here at UnPluggd 2012. Thank you. So please head to paceable.com/install. We hope to see you all sign up, and we hope that you'll never have to leave your inbox again. Thank you. Questions? Yes? So the question is, does this work also on mobile? As of now, we do have a mobile strategy, but we're first targeting Gmail and Google Apps. Now, our mobile strategy is pretty simple, but it's also quite innovative. So say I want to know if someone's replying to a thread. Since we have IMAP access, we basically understand if there's a draft saved in that specific thread, and we can basically relay that information that you're replying to that thread right now. And to check if someone has viewed a thread, we check if the status is unread or not, things like that. So we do have a mobile strategy in place that we are implementing, down the line. Anyone else?
Yeah. Hey. So I used to work at Salesforce. Sounds like a great idea. I think it fits right into email. There are a couple of other pain points also, like around contact sharing within Google Apps domains. Right. Is that something you guys are looking at attacking?
Definitely, yeah. Definitely.
Sounds good. Good luck.
Okay.
Hi, I am Nambirajan from Shunya.
Yes.
One of the tools that we use in our company is a tool called Fabricator.
Okay.
And I see a lot of similarities between what is showed and what it does.
Okay.
So how different is this, or how do you think this?
I haven't used this product called Fabricator, but I will tell you this. There are a lot of companies that are trying to tackle the same problem, but we all have different solutions. A lot of companies, trying to tackle the problem of support, of HR, of sales, but each company has a different solution, and our company is building a solution that provides a very specialized experience for a niche set of users, and that's small and medium businesses that are on Google Apps.
Hi, I would assume this is a web-based tool. How do you intend to tackle with someone using clients like Mozilla, Thunderbird, or Outlook?
Right, so we work as a Chrome-based extension as of now. It's simple to make extensions for Outlook, Mail. We've looked into them in the very beginning. Right now, being a bootstraps company, we don't have the resources to start everything. So we're targeting the ones that have the highest, that will give us the highest likelihood of success, which is Chrome-based extension for Gmail. And with successes of companies like Rapportive, we know that that is the right way to start. And then we can move on to building plugins for other browsers and other clients. All right. Thank you.